Because when you have a relationship with God throughout the week, the drive to spend that time with Him is evident on Sabbath. And time you know that this good connection on the mem, Sabbath becomes a day of sleep. Good morning and happy Sabbath. You know, throughout the last 6 days, we were so busy. You may busy one time on walk, believe me. We are so surrounded with a lot of activities. Now, all these other activities, for a lot of us, has led us away from our spiritual journey. And I talk about blaming one time big one. Because we had so much to do, we just can't find time to sit down and appreciate God. We kind of see Him as a secondary to our dressing up and going to work, our dressing up and going to school. So we do not take, throughout the week, plenty you may not take Him relationship blaming on them big man that serious, that a lot of the challenges that you may go through, it disturbs us for the Sabbath hours, through the Sabbath hours now. You just want to rest, you talk about sleep the soul, I'll do this and that. Because that connection that you have with God throughout the week, you know God, and so time come long end the week and it's Sabbath. You don't look forward to this relationship moment that you can spend with God and His people. Rather, you decide long take a rest from all the activities you did throughout the week. And here's the twist about it, where me talk true, me talk big man. We fail you a lot of times, and this is where me come looking more some. Despite of our ignorance, every week in, week out, where we could have been involved in an accident, or we could have been put to, places where we lose our job, or we encounter various tribulations, or problems where you may know that He's been protecting us, and even if decide long op Him, I believe in look Him, you may not comprehend Him, everything that could have happened to us, yet we are ignorant about our relationship, and we are ignorant about having a close connection with Him, and acknowledging that our daily routines, our daily survival, the moment you wake up from bed, entirely depends on Him. And that's the thing that I sit down and true, and we still need to find that point where we acknowledge God and what He continuously does for us. And everything, even if you may talk thank you long every time, it just won't add up to all the things that He has done for us, the value of love that He has for us, that despite us walking right in front and Him at the back. And many times you miss a walk about front. No, every week we take the front and we always walking in front. And God is always at the back. We are doing everything that we've entertaining anything and everything. You may entertain Him anything and everything that comes in our way that's heading to Him. But He keeps protecting us. If I'm opening Him, I believe in look Him, the controversy and the battle that surrounds us in that spiritual realm. True. I don't know if you will be able and I will be able to comprehend how much effort Him and the heavenly host, the angels, your angels, how much they are doing for you on a daily basis, and they are doing for me on a daily basis. It's too much for us to just say that, let's go to sleep on Sabbath. Now you may just, rest for the day, because when you have a relationship with God throughout the week, the drive to spend that time with Him is evident on Sabbath. And time you may know that this good connection on the mem, Sabbath becomes a day of sleep. So we just need to really see our relationship with God as a very important way of worship, and acknowledging the fact that we exist because Holim. You just think about Holim, this like keep the life bring me. Holim nemoklo. Following us around like we deserve it. And I know, Muslim, that we have the principle, we have the Gospels that tells us that Christ died for us. Not because we deserve it. He died for us because he loved us. And with the unconditional love and the forgiveness and the opportunity to reconcile with him every week is present. At certain places inside the place ground, they don't have that opportunity to reconcile with God. All know that, the freedom to really acknowledge and worship God and say, oh God, please, thank you, straight, thank you, straight, Lord. Oh, there's something you work your life to me. I mean, despite of my failures, my shortcomings, and everything that I've done, you never cease to lead me, to guide me, to provide a roof, a shelter over my head, food on my table, take me to work and back. And then even to the point where he protects you while you are doing something that is wrong, or something that is even, outside from what he wants you to do and the plan that he has for you, the plan that he has for me. And it is something that I find that it's unfair. Me look at myself, I'm unfair when, whenever your conscience knows that you're doing something that is wrong and he doesn't like it, the Holy Spirit doesn't want what you are doing. It's probably going to hurt someone. It's going to hurt your family or your relationship, or it's going to do harm to a particular person, or it's going to please the devil. He still protects you, and he still gives you an opportunity to survive and live for another day. What kind of love is that? That's something that it challenges me to see. What kind of person is God to us, that he wants us to be like him, so that you may show him to this same passion. And these are the things that we just need to really think about every day, where you don't need to showcase your relationship with God. If you feel like you're so far now, you don't need to be in front to represent that, oh, this is how strong I am in church, or this is my connection with God. It's a personal thing. And so be able to embrace that connection with God. And when you do that, you begin to appreciate every single blessing that happened to you. You kind of begin to realize that he is your lifeline. Now that's what I've come to realize. And me personally, I've come to realize that God himself is my lifeline. The moment I lose contact with him, the moment I decide, I forget about studying his word, or I forget about getting on my knees and praying, I can feel him straight. I'm losing that lifeline of my connection with him and with those around me, and more importantly, with my basic survival needs. And that just comes down to tell you that when you come to the point where your existence entirely depends on God, that's when you come to understand that true, the importance of life, the significance of life is encompassed around the value of your relationship with God. So as you enjoy this beautiful Sabbath hour, reflect on your journey with God, start afresh every week, and make sure you maintain a connection with him, so that when Sabbath comes, you look forward to meeting him on his holiday. And that's what he wants us to do. John chapter 4 verses 23 and 24, I'm talking, but the hour is coming and is now here, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship him. God is the Spirit, and those who worship him must worship in the Spirit. And just like Isaiah, I'm talking inside long Isaiah chapter 58 verse 13 to 14, and if you turn back your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, and the holy day of the Lord honorable, if you honor it, not doing your ways, or seeking your own pleasure, or talking idly, when you shall take delight in the Lord, and I will make you ride the heights of the earth. I will feed you with the heritage of Jacob, your father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. Isaiah put him good straight. Worship me on my day. It sets the precedence of the blessings that you will receive throughout the week. And if you do not put that into perspective, if you do not put him that into perspective, as Isaiah talk now, you talk, all the activity now, activity blue, so working 6 days here. You miss all in phone, now you may play game, now you may, Facebook, now you may WhatsApp, now we go social media and all that, those activities that gives you delight, okay, and doesn't give delight to the Sabbath or I'm not giving satisfaction, come along God. And the activities that you are doing are of secular activities where you work in during the week, come, and then on the Sabbath you sleep, the bed blue, you start a house, and then you are doing the same thing even in the church. This is the kind of activity here. Isaiah told us, suppose honor him. You expecting blessing also on him, time honor him on his day. It's like birthday blowing, probably the one that provides for you. Okay? And then ask him, all I want for you all. I'm talking you, please. All I want for you all. This day let's have this moment together. And if you, I belong him stop him look stop now, you no honor him while he's giving you everything and doing everything for you. You shouldn't look honorable you and doing your own thing when he expects you to come and sit with him. Dine with him, have that moment with him. You expect him can look amna, walk him you again during the week when you are not giving him that moment, yeah. And then time when the day is past, you expect him to play his part, to protect you, to provide for you throughout the next 6 days. And no make sense, huh? And so that is something that you, me, all the time must come to embrace him. We come to embrace God's love, when we come to embrace his time, the time that he wants to have with us, and when so as the commandment in Exodus chapter 20, talk, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. May you enjoy the blessings of the Sabbath, and may God bless you as you rekindle your journey and your walk with God.